Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we have a bunch of data leaked information here that is going to be pretty exciting. We have things like Aegislash, Zacian crowned, Mewtwo Y and X, and a few other things that we're going to be going over here. I do want to say, just keep it in the back of your mind that we're not going to be seeing all these things all at once, okay? It could still be quite some time before we do see something like Mega Mewtwo Y and X, but then again, it could be coming sooner than later. Who knows? A lot of these things that they do put in the data, that our data mine can sit there for a long time before we actually see them manifest into Pokemon Go for us to actually use, okay? But with that said, hope everybody's having a fantastic time, fantastic day or night. And let's go ahead and hop right into this. This is all going to be from the Pokemon group here, okay? All right, so what have we been waiting for, huh? Aegislash, yeah. That thing is going to be an absolute monster when it comes down to PvP, okay? When it comes down to going up against raids and, I mean, rocket grunts and leaders, definitely going to work there because that's PvP. But when it comes to raids and maybe gym battles, you can use it, but it is going to be a PvP Pokemon. All right, so we do have Aegislash, both forms. We're going to look at those stats here in a second, as well as the moves that we do have on record, right? And then we do have the Pebble Pokemon, or that little rock thing. I'm not going to even attempt to say some of their names. I'm going to learn them first before I do. I mean, I could say them wrong so I can get like double the comments, but you know how it goes. And then Wishy-Washy, both forms, going to be that fish. And then Nickit, okay. And how do you say this one? Thivel. It's going to be that fox. And it is going to be a dark type Pokemon. And all these things are going to be PvP Pokemon, all right? That's just the way it goes for the most part nowadays, right? So we do have those, pretty cool. Let's go ahead and move along here and see what we have going on. Oh yeah, this is going to be awesome. So we have Gigantamax Machamp in the data now, and a few other Pokemon as well. Only the 3D models are now available. So wait, only the 3D models now, not the sprites. Okay, so yeah, there's that. Now, if you're thinking, okay, well, I thought we were going to get the Gigantamax, the bug one, right? See, I think we're going to get that one first, and then we're going to get Machamp. See, we also have another thing to go over towards the end of this video, and that's going to be the fact that Niantic retreated all this information that they did put out here that has been data mined. Guessing that they did a little too early. You know how they do it. I'm not going to dig into them too much, but they're giving us this kind of rock, paper, scissors kind of format here, in where, so we were going to be getting the bug one, Gigantamax, not sure, Orbeetle, there you go. It is going to be Psychic and Bug. That's going to have a massive resistance to fighting. Sure, it's going to be weak to rock, but also dark. Machamp could have that as a Gigantamax. But they're kind of giving us Pokemon that are going to be able to do great up against the next one that is released. That's what it seems like. So Orbeetle, I'm guessing, and then Gigantamax Machamp, which is going to be absolutely amazing. This Gigantamax Machamp looks freaking awesome. It really has a great design. Now, we've been over this before, but now we do have Tinkatink, Tinkatuff, and Tinkaton. All right, so this is going to be a fairy and steel type. We have a Mawile competitor here, folks. Oh goodness. Now this is obviously going to get a community day in the future, like most Pokemon will be, but this one is definitely on the higher echelon of the list to receive one of these. And we're going to look at the stats as well as the moves too for this, because yeah, I really do like this Pokemon. The design is awesome. I like how it goes from looking like a little baby holding a little rattle to just some thing with a massive hammer, right? So pretty cool. Let's keep it going here. We do have some new costume Pokemon introduced with a hat here. Not too crazy. Let's go ahead and move on. Kubfu and Ursafu, right? Those have received their assets in the game, but they haven't received their shiny form Gigantamax. I do believe that's what they're missing. So we've been already going over how they were going to be coming out with these pretty soon. So we have that as well on the list of Pokemon. And then we have Zacian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus. Okay, so we have those two. We're going to look at those stats. Zacian, man, these new forms are picking up a steel type as well as maintaining the fairy typing. And going to be freaking stinking good. They're going to be amazing. It's going to be something. I Now, I haven't looked into it too much. I think there might be some sort of an item that is going to be required to make these things change. But I personally think we're just going to get them. They're just going to give it to us as a new form. Moving on here to yet even some more juicy information, and that is going to be Mega Mewtwo Y and X. We're going to look at those stats, absolutely toppling everything that's in the game as far as stat product is concerned. And then we do have Mega Sharpedo, Mega Audino, Mega Metagross, and Mega Camerupt. Mega Metagross is going to be amazing. Mega Sharpedo is going to be interesting. It's going to do a lot of damage, but son of a gun is so squishy. I already used all my XL candies on the Shiny Shadow that I did max out, so that's fun to have. I should start dropping that in gyms. Mega Metagross, obviously we've been waiting for that. Mega Audino, not too much of a thing that we're really waiting for. And then Mega Camerupt, put that one to the wayside too. Mega Mewtwo Y and X, obviously we're going to have some sort of massive event revolving around those. Okay, and now we also do have the Paldean Tauros. We have Combat Breed, Blaze Breed, Aqua Breed. So it's going to be fighting, and then the Aqua is going to pick up water and fighting, and then the Blaze is going to be picking up fire and then maintaining fighting as well. Another very interesting Pokemon here. If they're region locked, that's going to be a massive, massive W, or should I say L. It's not a win. It's not a win at all. All right, so what else do we have here? We have a huge update to Pokemon assets, new megas, new costumes, new forms. Okay, all right, so this was like the beginning. I kind of like recorded this later. So new Dynamax Pokemon will be added: Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Chansey, Raikou, Entei, Suicune, Sableye, Darumaka, Germanitan, and Pazamane. So when it comes to these, I think, wow, Raikou, we're going to be seeing yet more legendaries. We already discussed how we're going to probably see all these legendaries come out as Dynamax, which we will. Suicune as well, right? Entei, that's awesome. Chansey, wow. I don't know what that's going to be good for, but just to catch it. Butterfree, okay. I could definitely see Germanitan being extremely useful. Raikou as well. Suicune as well. Or no, Entei. Suicune, not too much. The attack's kind of weak. So pretty interesting Dynamax lineup there. All right, now taking a look at the Aegislash's stats here. So it's going to have two forms, right? You're going to have a defense form and an attack form. The attack form is going to have an attack of 291, defense 97, and stamina 155. They're going to maintain both the same moves unless Niantic changes it up, which I highly doubt. Defense form is going to have an attack at under 100, which is going to be 97. Defense at a whopping 291, and stamina at 155. The combat power is going to be only 1800 for the shield one. And then for the attack form, it is going to be upwards to towards 3,900 or 2,981. Attacks are going to be Fury Cutter, Psycho Cut for the quick moves. Charge moves are going to be Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball, and Gyro Ball. All this is subject to change, so just keep that in mind. If you're like, oh, those moves suck, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, you're going to go with Shadow Ball and Gyro Ball, and then you can either go Fury Cutter or Psycho Cut. They're both great. So Aegislash, we're all waiting for it. Damn thing's going to be amazing. Can't wait for that. I would assume they're going to probably release that like Halloween-ish. I don't know. Who knows? It's been forever. We still need freaking Mimikyu. Okay. That's got a loaded moveset. They're waiting for that because they know it's going to be amazing. There's going to be a ticket involved around it. Probably a raid day. Then they're going to milk the hell out of that. Taking a look at Zacian compared to its evolution. Regular Zacian is going to have a max combat power of 4,329, while its crown form is going to have 5,629, going from an attack of 254 to an attack of 330, and all the stats are following except for the stamina, while it's maintaining 192. And then when it comes to Zamazenta, it's going to be regular form. Combat power is going to be 4,329, and then its other form, picking up the steel crowned, is going to be 4,717. Attack on the regular form is going to be 254, while the crowned one is going to be 250, dropping attack, but also picking up massive defense from 236 to 292. Stamina maintaining the same. All right, and then here's the warning that he put out. He said all this information has been retreated from the back end, so keep that in mind. Who knows what's going on here, but I just wanted to let you all know this. And we'll go ahead and start this video right here, which we're going to be taking a look at all of the kind of stats of these newer Pokemon here, see what's going on. Tinkatink, don't really need to worry about that. Tinkatuff, which is going to be the first stage. You got basic and then first. Max combat power at 1477, which is going to be landing it at level 50 for the Great League. If you get all the XL candy, shout out to all the cheaters out there who are going to do it in day one, you stupid son of a guns, lying sacks of crap. Attack for the quick moves, Rock Smash, Fairy Wind, you saw the rest, it's looking all right. And then moving on to the main event here, that's going to be Tinkatink, and of course Fairy and Steel. It's going to have a max combat power of 2544, so it is going to be for the Ultra League, right? Essentially 200 or 155 for its attacks, looking pretty good. It's pretty defensive here. Quick moves are going to be Rock Smash and Fairy Wind. Charge moves are going to be Flash Cannon, Play Rough, Heavy Slam, and Brutal Swing. Pretty decent moveset right out the gate here. Of course, you're going to be wanting to run Fairy Wind, probably Play Rough and Heavy Slam. You're going to be getting stab from both of those. You could run Brutal Swing, I guess, too, but the choice is yours. But Tinkatink is actually looking pretty awesome. Really unique typing like Mawile. And then we do have the different Tauroses here. They're all going to have the same stats. I don't know if they're going to have different moves. I would assume they will, but I don't want to get too deep into that. I don't think the moves are even registered yet in the game, or at least in the back end for the data. So we don't have any information on that. All we do have is just this, you know, that they've been added and now removed apparently. We've seen something like this in the past where they actually have added data for these things. So who knows when they're going to do that. If they do make it a regional, that is going to be a big loss. Now we have Eternatus. Wow, this thing is going to have a combat power of 5007, attack 278, defense 192, and stamina 260 freaking 8. Are you kidding? I swear they're going to probably release this at Gigantamax. Quick moves are going to be Poison Jab, Dragon Tail. Charge moves are going to be Flamethrower, Dragon Pulse, and Cross Poison. They could give it a little bit of a legacy move right out the gate, but we'll have to see. I don't want to get too far into this. Then we do have that Fox, which is going to be a Dark type, pure Dark type. We'll skip its basic form. It's going to have a max combat power of 2,415, attack 172, stamina 164. Quick moves are going to be Quick Attack, Snarl. Charge moves are going to be Night Slash and Play Rough. This is all subject to change, okay? And then we have Mega Mewtwo Y. This is just insane. Ready for this? Max combat power is going to be 7,090. No, 7,990. Attack 226. Defense 229. And stamina 235. Is there going to be a nerf taking place for this? Because that's insane. That is absolutely freaking insane. All right, we don't need to look at its moves because it has the same moves when it Mega Evolves. We know what the moves are. Mewtwo X is going to have 7,339 combat power. That's just, I mean, these things are just stacked. And then you do have Focus Blast, as it will be picking up the fighting type for this form here, as well as maintaining the psychic typing. And then the other form is just going to be still just psychic, okay? So this is looking freaking amazing, folks. Just wanted to bring you all that information and let you know and get excited for the future. We have a lot of great stuff coming up here. Again, we probably could not see any of this for a good amount of time, but I do believe we're going to be seeing quite a few of what we just looked at fairly soon before this year ends, or even for the next season. But hey, if you did enjoy this video, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. And I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.